The central government has clarified that important private papers linked to India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru are not missing. Officials said the documents are traceable and currently with Sonia Gandhi. According to the government, 51 cartons of these papers were officially handed over to the Gandhi family in 2008 after a formal request. The centre stressed that these papers are not personal property but parts of India's national heritage. They are important for history, research and public record. The government believes such documents should be kept in national institutions so scholars and citizens can access them easily and transparently. Opposition parties staged a protest march inside the Parliament complex against the new rural employment bill named Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission. More than 50 members of Parliament took part and demanded that the government withdraw the bill. The opposition claims the proposed law could replace the 20-year-old Manrega scheme which guarantees job to rural families. They fear the new bill may weaken job security and reduce transparency. A long 14 hours debate on the bill was held earlier in the Lok Sabha with 98 MPs speaking. The opposition wants the bill sent to a parliamentary standing committee for detailed review and public consultation. The Lok Sabha is set to hold a major discussion on the growing problem of pollution across the country. Congress MP Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is likely to begin the debate. Lawmakers are expected to raise concern about poor air quality, health risk and lack of long-term solutions. Many cities, especially in North India, are facing severe pollution during winter. Union Environment Minister Bhupendra Yadav will present the government's reply around 5 p.m. The discussion may focus on coordination with the state, stricter rules for industries and vehicles, and better monitoring system to protect public health and the environment. Delhi has implemented GRAP Stage 4 due to dangerously high pollution levels. Under this rule, only BS6 standard vehicles are allowed to enter the city. Around 12 lakhs vehicles coming from outside Delhi will be affected by this decision. The government has also enforced the no PUC, no fuel rule. Vehicle without a valid pollution under control certificate will not get petrol, diesel or CNG. Authorities have announced heavy penalties, including fines ranging from Rs 10,000 to 20,000 and even vehicle seizure. Officials say these tough steps are necessary to prevent further damage to public health. The Delhi court has ruled that a one-year separation is not compulsory for couples seeking divorce by mutual consent. The court said this requirement under the Hindu Marriage Act can be waived in suitable cases. Judges observe that when a marriage has completely broken down, forcing couples to stay legally married only increases emotional stress and mental suffering. The ruling aims to reduce unnecessary delays in family courts and help people move on peacefully. The court advised judges to focus on practical justice, consent and emotional well-being instead of strictly applying technical rules in every case. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting Oman and will meet Sultan Haitham bin Tariq in Muscat. During the visit, both countries are expected to sign a free trade agreement. If signed, the deal could boost India's textile, automobile, gems and jewelry and renewable energy sectors. It may also help Indian companies gain better access to Gulf market. Oman is an important strategic and economic partner for India in the Middle East. The agreement aims to increase trade, attract investment and create jobs. The visit highlights India's focus on strengthening ties with friendly nations in the region. US President Donald Trump has said that tariff is his favorite word and claimed it helped prevent several global conflicts. He said tariff imposed on countries like India brought major benefits to the US economy and generated more revenue than expected. Trump argued that trade pressure forced many nations to renegotiate deals in America's favor. However, critics say tariffs increase prices for consumers and harm global trade. Supporters believe tariffs protect domestic industries and jobs. Trump's statement has once again sparked debate over protectionism versus free trade and the long-term impact of aggressive trade policies. American journalist Tucker Carlson has claimed that President Donald Trump may be considering a war against Venezuela. He said US lawmakers were given closed-door briefing about a possible military move. According to Carlson, tension increased after Venezuela allegedly took control of assets linked to American oil companies. Trump has accused Venezuela of harming US business interests. Although there is no official confirmation, the claims have raised global concern. Any military action could affect oil prices and regional stability. Experts warn that conflict in Venezuela may worsen economic conditions and increase uncertainty in Latin America and beyond. The Indian stock market opened on a positive note today. Sensex rose by around 100 points and was trading near the 84,700 level. At the same time, the Nifty index also moved up by about 50 points. The market gained support mainly from IT and banking stocks, which showed strong buying interest. Share of major IT companies improved due to stable global cues, while banking stocks rose on expectations of steady growth and strong earnings. Investors remain cautious but optimistic. Experts say the market is reacting to positive domestic signal and mixed global trends. After a high-profile cricket match was cancelled, Congress MP Shashi Tharoor strongly criticized the BCCI. He said the match should have been held in Thiruvananthapuram, where facilities and crowd support are excellent. Tharoor questioned the planning and decision-making of the cricket board. Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav also reacted and blamed the government for the situation. He said poor coordination and mismanagement led to the cancellation, disappointing fans across the country. The issue has sparked a political debate with parties trading blame. Cricket lovers expressed anger on social media, demanding better planning and accountability from authorities. Severe winter conditions have hit North India. In Rajasthan, temperature in 5 cities dropped below 5 degrees Celsius, increasing cold distress for people. In Uttar Pradesh, dense fog covered around 30 districts, badly affecting visibility. Due to the fog, many flights and trains were delayed, causing problems for passengers. Road traffic also slowed in several areas. Meanwhile, Hemkund Sahib witnesses extreme cold with temperatures falling to minus 20 degrees Celsius. Weather officials advise people to stay indoors during early mornings and nights. Authorities ask travelers to check schedule in advance and follow safety guidelines during cold and foggy conditions. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.